How you guys doing today? Welcome to Off the Script. And let me tell you something. This is episode 40. We appreciate all your support and love you giving us. Just make sure you keep on hitting that like and subscribe button and tell everybody about it. We're about ready to blow this up. Yes. So how we all feel today, guys?
You've gotten so good at that.
Yeah, I don't even practice it.
That was a good voiceover. Everything, man.
You know, I got that voice.
I think we're ready to start reading some scripts from some brands, right?
Yeah, we can do all that, bro. Whatever you want, I'm ready to do whatever.
Gotcha.
On any given time. Now, I want to go ahead and start this off with a little fun. Okay. So, how old were you? Excuse me. When you were born, what was your weight and what was your length?
Okay.
Of what?
That's a good one.
I was going to say pause. You know, true story. I had the record at Lansing General Hospital for a while. I was 13 pounds, 11 ounces.
Your poor mother.
Yeah. I take it 20, I can't remember if it's 22 inches or 24 inches, something like that. That was a big baby.
You were a huge baby, bro.
And my sister was 12 pounds.
Ah, damn, you poor mother.
And my brother was 10 pounds, 7 ounces. So, yeah, that's 13, 12, and 10.
I would be done after
13
the
What were you, Emma? You were probably a little baby.
I was like 7-something. Or
7, that's it?
Yeah, 7, almost maybe 8 pounds. I don't remember. I remember all my kids. I don't really remember. I know my mom's told me, but I don't. I know my sister was about 10, and she was like, she was like my biggest baby, like a sack of potatoes. And so my aunt always called her Spud afterwards.
Spud.
Yeah. But yeah, my kids know my first was like a preemie, and she was like a bird. And I was like, oh yeah, I could do this. This is easy. Pregnancy is so simple. Mind you, I had like a month early, and then the other two, I learned my lesson.
Right.
What about you?
It was 22 inches.
Oh, I thought you were going to say pounds.
And 9.6 ounces.
Okay.
That was long and lengthy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Could you imagine, 22.9, could you imagine 22, 13, 11?
That's around like 13.
This shit was crazy for sure.
I would
swear.
You would be grounded for life. I'm like, you are grounded, sir.
That is crazy.
I know, right? That's a good question.
Yeah, good question. What about you, Mark?
I have no idea.
Hey, get Mama Rodriguez on the phone real quick and ask her. Come on now.
We'll buzz her in 1 sec.
That'd be funny as shit if he really did that. That'd be fun.
All right. You guys want to get this thing started?
Let's
get it started. Let's go.
Let's get it started. All right.
Welcome to Off the Script.
We just gotta go hard.
Damn, my eyes fucking today.
I go the hardest.
It's crazy.
I bring the pain.
Apologize to Tanner for talking through that because now he's got to edit that.
Oh, my bad. Oh, dang. That sucks. I forgot.
We didn't really
Actually, we could keep it in.
Yeah, just keep it in there.
I was a good little angel.
Keep telling yourself that.
Just said his eye was hurting. I responded.
My cataract bothered me.
His cataract is bothering me.
I feel like Bernie Mac from Friday. You get something for my cataracts.
What's up, everybody? Just like Joe said at the top of this, make sure you go and hit that subscribe button. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Music, all the good things, and keep following us. And we appreciate all the love. TikTok, what's up?
Hi, yo.
Well, we know we don't do the drops to Emma no more after last episode.
No, I got stage fright, guys.
Yeah, I know.
Stage fright.
Yeah, I got stage fright.
I wish I had stage fright.
There was a clip of that I chose not to put out.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't want to do you dirty.
You're like, this is horrible.
No, but it wasn't funny, though. It was pretty funny.
It was
I want
funny.
to see it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Do you guys think stage fright is connected to imposter syndrome in a way?
Ooh. Oh, what a question. Yeah.
I get, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the same cup of tea, right? Because what imposter syndrome's like when you have something then you don't feel like that you deserved it or you know
you're worthy of it.
You're worthy of it. You know, and then stage fright is kind of the same type of getting hot, huh?
Yeah, it's hot, man.
Hey, bro,
For no one knows in L.A., you know, that old Tony song they used to go, it never rains in Southern Cal. It's raining like a motherfucker out here. It is hot.
And it's hot.
It's hot here.
He did the perfect amount not to get copywritten to it. Good job, man.
Right, bro. I fucking know the game. I know the game.
You might as well twirl your shirt.
Yeah.
Joe, give us a little.
Shit, I'm about to take this whole motherfucker off. Hey, you know what, dude? We should do one shirtless one day.
Oh my God.
No, I would do it with the wife beater. Me.
Hold on. We have a woman on the show, dude. Shirtless? Come on,
That'd be
bro.
fun as shit.
I would be. It would be very interesting.
It would be.
I mean,
Tanner, can you just add them all shirtless here, please?
I want the hairiest chest of them all, though.
Oh, that's me.
No, I won't have the hairiest
Shit.
chest.
can we get back to his question?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
yes. Imposters.
Yeah, I don't know how much it makes sense, but it's a little bit. It's like a similar. It's the same brand of tea, but
Well,
maybe
yeah,
different
stage
kinds of
fright.
tea.
Yeah, stage fright is what? It's, hold on. I guess there's two ways to think of stage fright, because there's a way that you could think of it as you're not prepared, and then you're over prepared and just get scared of the stage.
Or what if you have stage fright because you have like anxiety?
Well, then you shouldn't be on stage.
I know, but that's my question. What if it's not imposter syndrome? What if it is just anxiety, and then you got stage fright?
Yeah, I think people kind of. I don't like how the internet kind of leans into imposter syndrome. Everything is just imposter syndrome. It's like, or you're just inexperienced.
Yeah.
That could be a thing.
I think that's like, come on, man. That's pretty crazy. Imposter syndrome. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree with you on that.
if you get, I guess if you're like a Fortune 500 baby, maybe you could feel that if everything's been given to you your whole life. But if you get something, you're like,
Well, I think
worked for
I don't.
this.
I agree with you about that, but I also think there's so many of these younger kids have been given everything their whole life now.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
Crazy. So, well, I think now we're gonna go into the bread and butter of the show.
I was just saying that.
Flip that damn script.
Flip it.
Flip it.
All right, here's the first one. 3, 2, 1. LeBron James career points 50,000 versus who's that other guy?
I think that's Michael Jordan.
Magic? No, Michael. That's Michael Jordan. Yeah, that's right.
Look, I think this image sums it up, because I mean, we could go age old argument of this, but 50,000 is really the only thing that even kind of puts him in. Look at that, the stratosphere of Jordan. That's why I chose that image.
I would have to agree with you.
Right.
I mean, that's an accomplishment I don't think will ever be broken.
He's probably going to get another 10,000 before it's over.
No, you're out your mind now,
Bro,
Lance.
when did he break the 40,000?
No, he ain't gonna play that much longer. He can't.
When did he break the 40,000 though? Last year?
No, he didn't get 10,000 points last year.
No. What was it? The year before?
No.
2023, 2024?
I think it was longer than that.
I don't know, but I think, bro, Lucas said he thinks he's going to get 70,000 before it's over.
LeBron. So you think this dude's going to play into his 50s?
He's got another 2 years on his contract.
Bro, there's only 82 games.
I said in another podcast not too long ago that he was going to retire pretty soon, but
So now you're contradicting yourself.
I brought it up.
I know, but people look back at this shit.
Well, no, I don't know.
I think if the Lakers win the chip this year, he retires.
I don't think so. I think he loves.
What do you think
playing
it's going to be
with
like Ricky Henderson? He's going to play in the D League until he's 50 or 60 when,
Well, no,
when
I've
Ricky
watched,
did all the time?
I've watched the Lakers surge to the second seed, and they've won 12 straight. And LeBron just looks. He's able to conserve his energy now because Luka's dominant. He's handling the ball a lot more. So LeBron has just been a cutter, runner, flash out to he's playing 2 guard and center.
No, I get that, but
he could conserve a lot more energy now.
He's going to play that many more years?
Man, if
you're talking about another,
he's playing at this level,
right? Okay,
yeah.
I get that, but you're talking about another 10,000 points. There's only 82 games. He can't. He can't score 1,000 points a game.
Yeah,
I know that.
So you're talking like 5. You think he's got that in that way?
I think if he might roll out his rest of his contract 2 years. But if he does win a chip this year, you might be right. He might just say.
No, he actually.
But he loves playing with Luka,
me.
dude. But all right, back to Jordan though. I mean,
Jordan's always going to go.
6 chips.
I mean, I have much respect for LeBron. That I don't think that record will be broken. Not in our lifetime. I mean, it goes up there with everything else with like Cal Ripken Jr.'s playing streak of was over 2,000, whatever it was. I don't know it offhand. I should have, but I don't. But dude, that's pretty amazing. So
isn't it funny that the night before he was at like 49,999.
Yeah,
and
that's
he had
crazy.
to wait the next game to break it.
He's like, let me break this.
He missed a jump shot to
So do we think that the Lakers got the best part of the deal?
Of course
now?
they did.
Oh man, I mean, Kyrie's hurt. He's out for the season.
You know what that was really sad, and what was sad about Kyrie's still out the line trying to he made a free throw and then gets out of the game. You get to see it, but then you see AD come off the bench to help him out, which he's injured.
Yeah, he's hurt.
So I mean,
all their players, they got like 5 dudes hurt.
I mean, right
Season's
now,
over.
I think that trade, everyone knows it was one of the most craziest, strangest trades ever. And we talked about it before. They were both on IR.
Yeah.
And one still is. He'll be. I don't think he'll finish the season. Yeah. So
I mean, and Luke is balling.
Yeah,
and the Lakers.
And it's fun
good.
to watch it again, dude. They're playing with it. It's good for the city.
Well, he's like,
I like the first Space Jam.
First Space Jam. So Michael Jordan, right? Looks like Brian has a smoke in his mouth, but it's
I know,
it's his
that's
guard.
what I was his mouth guard. I'm like, that's not a good pose
His
for
mouth
you.
guard. All right, what we got next, big dog?
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pokemon shaped Cheetozard sells at auction for $87,840 to Joe Rosati.
Who buys this shit?
And see, dude,
Who buys this shit?
when I saw this today, or I saw it today because I was doing a lot of research on stuff. The first thing came to mind. I know Emily loves those hot Cheetos, right?
She does.
Okay, I want to see how long that Cheeto looks the same with all the chemical and shit and the preservatives.
Till like there's an atomic bomb.
Yeah, that's what's crazy to me. But then again, what Lance just said, who pays this kind of money for this? First, it was a banana on a wall that went for millions of dollars that we found.
Yeah.
Or 8 million, what 6 or 8 million, whatever.
Yeah,
now
no,
you got this
ridiculous
in a
money.
case that's a Pokemon thing. There ain't no damn card. It's a Cheeto in a damn box.
Wait, you said Pokemon?
Pokemon. I never played Pokemon ever in my life.
You can see the glue that they use to stick it down.
No,
to the,
it's just it's crazy to me.
but it does look like Charizard. It does.
I'm gonna
So,
start before I start shoving
$84,000.
Cheetos in my mouth. I'm gonna like inspect them and I don't know.
How long would you go before you ate it, Em?
I would grab a whole nother bag. But if it was like I don't know, life or death, and I was like in a tunnel trapped, it'd be gone.
Oh, so listen. Do you not think that somebody takes a knife and like forms this? And
That's what I'm saying.
Says,
I
I
can
found it.
eat around it and.
I don't know, Lance, at this point. I mean, at this point, I think we need to find some off-wall shit to do to make some fucking money. Maybe we could just start, do a fake orange tree or something.
What if we took some Cheetos and then we like binded them together in the oven and then like just carved out a shape and then said, hey, we found a rare
one that looks like the Weeknd, and the other one here looks like Drake.
Jesus face.
That's something. Yeah, no.
Make $1 million. Right?
Stupid money.
Yeah, I think it's absurd. But people like that kind of shit, I guess. I mean, I like I said.
The Pokemon cards sell for a lot of money. There's millions of dollars.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which actually reminds me, so at work, there's like a new, I don't know what, or a new kick or a new Pokemon. But man, if you guys come up to me one more time and ask me where the heck the Pokemon cards are, I'm going to tell you to go get a coloring book and go home.
They're giving them out.
It's something, I don't.
They're giving them out at McDonald's at the kids' Happy Meals. Like, and you can get some fire stuff if you get them.
No, that's why, so they can buy all that shit, to feed their kids all that shit so they can give them the Pokemon card.
How many do you have, Lance?
I don't have any cards.
You haven't gotten any from McDonald's?
No, definitely not. Definitely never. I don't get any kids' meals either.
You're like, not I.
But I did recently get a kid meals for one of my friend's sons, so that's how I know they give out the Pokemon.
He's like, that's how I know this. Let me just clear the air. Well, hope you enjoy your chippy.
All right. What we got next, big dog?
All right, here we go. 3,
87
2,
is crazy.
1.
It's ridiculous.
Conan O'Brien hosts the Oscars. Hollywood's most fabulous night.
Anybody watch this?
I watched the monologue.
I watched some of the clips.
What'd you think?
I don't have any interest in it anymore. I think after the whole Will Smith debacle and everything, I kind of just lost interest of it because I don't know what's really going on and everything else with how some of these actors are and who threw the gum. What was his name? Who threw the gum?
Adrian Brody.
Yeah, he threw the gum at his wife. Did you see that?
I seen Halle Berry kiss him too in front of his wife. You guys didn't see that?
Yeah, it was kind of.
It was funny.
It was supposed to. It was supposed to be like back in the. They did back in the day.
I remember.
Yeah.
But Conan, he said something pretty crazy in there too.
What did he say?
Yeah,
What'd he say?
I don't know. I think you know it better than I do. So
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no.
I don't. You know, don't play. No, go ahead. Just
Can
go
we
with
get
it.
a zoom in on that smile? Whenever you see
Yeah.
that smile,
You know
you
it's
know.
the goal to say it.
I literally don't know where
yeah,
you're
that
going.
smile right there.
Lance, smile at the camera
Look
so
it.
we can do something.
Zoom
Zoom in on that
That says
one.
happy
Yeah,
smile.
that's the.
What? I literally don't know where you're going though. I promise.
Well,
Just
he
give me a
brought,
hint.
he brought about Kendrick Lamar about bringing up the
Look at the smile as it grows.
P word, the bad P word on. He
Oh,
said
the
it.
pedophile.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I didn't know.
I
you
mean,
were going
dude, they're just giving him shot after shot after shot. You know,
what's that British actor? That comedian actor.
And he called them all out that one year.
I know. I can't remember his name.
Richie Gervais?
Yes, there we go. Richard Gervais.
He's the best host monologue of all time.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, but Conan had some flat points in there, but he did say some controversial stuff for sure.
No, he did. No, that's what they do.
I didn't watch the show, though.
Well,
so I don't even know who won what.
Yeah.
All I did is watch them. I like Conan, so I checked that out. But
how do you think his monologue was?
I thought it was cool. I thought it was good. I thought he reached a little bit, but maybe it's hard, it's hard to, keep your eyes, all eyes are on you. So, and he was trying to be funny. So,
well, he is funny.
Yeah, he is.
I like Conan too,
for sure. What did you think, Em?
I didn't watch
You didn't
that.
see anything?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't see anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Oscars are kind of losing their steam now that social media and stuff and people forming a different opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrities come, and at the end of the day, people treat celebrities in America like royalty. So as long as they keep the big names there in the front row, and people are gonna watch,
Well, it's funny. Adam Sandler showed up in shorts and a
That's
hoodie.
the only part that I saw that I'm like, I love him.
And you know what, dude? I like him for that because he doesn't give a shit, and he shouldn't give a shit. He's Adam Sandler. He's one of the best well-known comedians. He's done. Dude, just look what his franchise has done.
Yeah.
He's amazing. I thought that was funny, but he left right afterwards.
Yeah,
so you wonder if that was this little bit for him to come in.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was his bit. He did a bunch of stuff earlier too. I mean, prior to that. But yeah, I mean, there we are, bro. I don't know. It's the Oscars. I know you don't like that.
I don't really care about the Oscars. I had a friend one time. I'm not going to name his name because I really don't talk to him anymore. But he had a pretty big name in the business for a while. And every time when the Oscars came out, you gonna watch the Oscars? Nah. Am I up for one? Why should I watch it? That's what he'd say all the time. I just think it has lost its steam, and it's just not as important anymore. And I just don't think. I mean, if you look back at. And I was talking to Mark earlier about like Don Rickles and those guys would go and just roast people or like an AI awards. And it's kind of the traction is lost because I also think that we're in this now that everyone wants to see a 30-second clip or everything. Everybody doesn't have enough attention to watch a 3-hour show with commercials. You know what I mean? They really don't.
Yeah.
Touche.
So what you got, man? I got some, but go ahead and fire away.
You go ahead.
I already fired one.
All right. I love that little. All right, so actually, I had somebody send this question, and we get some people that send questions in our DMs all the time, but I rarely, But this got me to me. Also, I wanted to ask on the podcast. He said, I started dating this woman for 2 months. Then one night, after 2 months of dating, I went to her place, and she had a 1.5-year-old. She never told me she had kids the whole 2 months that we were dating. So I had to break it off with her. Was I wrong for that?
Nope. That's a huge red flag, bro. That's a huge red flag in my book.
That was quick.
No, if you're hanging out with someone for 2 months, you tell me you haven't had that discussion. I got a 1.5-month-old at home. I mean, come on.
What do you think, Em?
I don't think that it's wrong. I think it's weird.
Really?
No, I don't think that he's wrong. Like, I agree with him.
Yeah.
Only because, like, me as a mom, like, you date me, you're dating my tribe. So it's like, this is what I am.
Yeah, you got to let them know. You got to put it all out there
and
then.
It's like, and I get, like, as a female, like, you kind of feel like you're bringing extra luggage and you're scared that's going to scare people away. Or, like, what if I date someone that doesn't have kids moving forward? And they're like, well, I want kids. Well, I don't want kids.
Right.
Like, that there's an uncomfortable conversation that's going to be had. But I think it's one of those things where if you can't be honest or be authentic, be true about like, this is where I'm at in life and this is what I want to do in life. And, I like our friendship and where we're at, but me in life, I'm a mom. Like, I'm me for sure. I'm me first, but, I'm a mom. So,
I think that's exactly.
2 months, that's kind of strange.
That's
not
exactly.
to even drop something.
That's exactly right. Because, I mean, as far as, like, I feel like the girl, she was definitely scared to have that
Probably
conversation.
insecure, yeah. She
was like,
scared,
I like
which
this
I sympathize for, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like, girl, don't do that.
Yeah, you got to
Like,
be smarter.
Be you,
Like,
and if a guy's scared and he doesn't want to stay with you because you have kids, then he ain't worth it. It's just,
and he set his boundaries.
Yeah.
So
and how old was this gentleman? Do you know?
I think he's 26.
That's a little young for that. Because
Well,
I think when
he doesn't want to be a stepdad.
Right.
He that's what he told. That's
well,
what he said.
he
doesn't
knows
want to
that.
be
He needs that. Good for him getting
well,
out.
yeah, good luck in life, because I don't know if you know everyone's having babies. So.
Well, no, I mean,
Good
you
luck
get to
finding
a certain age like me and Lance are. I'm not going to
Yeah.
say I'm the oldest one in the room because he
God.
loves that shit.
guy, dude.
Well, you have
No, when
long
you-
teeth. You have long teeth.
When you get to
So
a,
long in the
when you
And the
get,
tooth.
when you get to a certain age, it's going to be very rare to find someone around my age that doesn't have kids.
Right.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So I think that's the mindset he had. But a younger gentleman like that,
I understand.
Wants to start a new
yeah, he
family.
wants to start,
I understand.
and that's
With a new,
and,
you know.
and that's a deal breaker for him.
Yeah.
Ain't wrong with that.
No.
But but when you're 2 months into it,
So she was wrong.
yeah,
huh?
she should
She should have
put it
told
up
him
to her.
They
early.
should have just not like it's you have to, but it's just like one of those things where then why, if you're not being upfront and honest with who you are and where you're at in life, then why are you even bother dating someone?
exactly.
Right.
You know?
She's wrong, Mark.
Yeah,
Yep.
She's always being strategic, about
Yeah.
trying to keep somebody, and then now he's pot committed by the time,
Yeah.
But like Joe, how long do you wait before you tell a woman that you've been to jail for 10 years?
You cut all the
You know,
garlic.
I went to jail once, and that's it.
You never
Okay,
told me
and I'm
that,
not-
Joe.
Oh, there's a whole story. Behind that.
You cut the
Joe,
garlic with the razor
I've
blade.
known you for
Oh,
so
no.
long,
Made
and
tomato
you haven't
sauce.
told me this
th-
until now.
Hey, this is gonna. Okay, since you brought it up, we're gonna go there. Good job, Marcus.
That's why he said
Fucking
shirts
dick.
off.
Yeah, you might as well just take your
Okay,
shirt
so
off now.
Our shirts.
when I was a senior in high school, okay, I was 18. Okay,
Okay.
we did a senior prank there where we trashed the school. We did it all year, and we did it again. And this time we were gluing the locks. We threw bleach into the pool. We threw a trash can through a window, all kinds of shit, right? And I was with my homie. I'm not going to say his name, and a bunch of other people. And the cops were after us. So I jumped over a fence. We ran into a backyard. The cops came over, and this dude came out in his underwear. He goes, "They're right there." And he caught us. We went to jail. So I was charged with 2 felonies.
What were the felonies?
Conspiracy to commit a crime and vandalism.
Felony on that?
And my parents bailed me out of jail. And that was my graduation present. And then all
fair.
charges were dropped, and that was that.
So you must have flexed on somebody to get those charges dropped, huh?
No, none was done. I went to court, and he dropped it all. I was in the DA said, let it go. And, he was this, and this. And that
He's
was
a
that.
nice Italian high school
Yeah,
boy. He
no,
doesn't.
they thought I was so that's a true
He
story.
just making a pizza to pie.
You know, and it's
Following
funny.
these people.
It's funny because I haven't talked about that in a long time, and I was recently home for a while and saw a lot of people I haven't seen in a long time, and like
That's funny. I never heard that.
Yeah, there was a couple like he was right next to me when we were in, so yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Why
That'll
do
be a clip. Oh,
Yeah,
go
you
ahead.
see when he flinches when he hears the sirens go by.
That makes sense now. Like now I understand. So we could
Jail.
PTSD.
But see, dude, it was
We got
funny.
a jailbird on the show.
But you just said that the other day that I was coming out of a 7-Eleven after work late to grab something, and these 2 fine-ass cops, both of them fine-ass cops came out.
Damn.
And I was like,
God damn.
And they came out and go, "You guys all coming in hot." And she just looked at me and smiled. The other one had an attitude about it. I was like, all right, I'm just trying to be funny. Like, because they go through a lot of shit every day, but they were fucking hot.
Were you in your
dude.
car?
Yeah, no, I was walking out.
Oh,
I
you
opened
were
the door
walking?
for them. I
Oh,
go,
you held
"Damn,
the
coming in hot.
Oh, no.
You guys are coming in hot."
The second one was pissed, huh? The first one
Yeah,
lied.
the other one was like,
Latinas, huh?
no, the one was, one was, and the other one I do believe was like white or mixed, but
That's
no,
what's
it was
up.
cool. It was funny. Like I have a couple regulars that are cops too. I like talking about certain stuff. It's fun to hear what
Speaking
goes
of
on.
speaking of female cops, is that what she said?
That's what she said.
What did she say?
What did she say?
Hey, what
this
did she
week?
say? What are you doing this week?
You want to know what she said?
What
Oh
did she
gosh,
say?
if you knew what I was doing. What am I not doing?
What did she say
She's a
this
nice. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Question. What is your superpower?
week? I like that. She asked you, Joe, so you got to
Yeah.
go first.
What do you mean she asked you? You're part of this damn
I looked
podcast.
you
You're right
in the
next to
eyes.
her.
We
Emily?
made
You
eye
always looked at me in the
contact.
eyes.
I
You
know.
can't look him in the
I
eyes.
do sometimes.
No, you don't.
Sometimes.
You guys
Yeah,
never
you
do that
do.
look ever. I'll go back and look at all you guys never do this. You guys are
Let's
always
get a
like
tally.
this on me.
Well, I mean, it's set up this
She
way.
looked you right in your eyes, Joe.
I know
And
he's
Yes.
sparkling because of his blue shirt today, but you weren't looking at directly at him.
I was waiting for that.
I know I
Well,
was.
no, that's why you set up. See, here we go with the interrogation bullshit again.
Sparkling.
Lay up.
What is my superpower? Reading people.
Reading people.
Yeah. I used to be really good at it. And when my intuition is on, I'm really good at it. Like I could tell, like I don't want to mess with this person or talk. I could feel energy. And I get it a lot at the bar.
Yeah.
I could tell.
Yeah.
I can tell when they're bullshit. I can tell when they're telling the truth. I can tell when they're fake. I can tell when they need this, that. I know it all.
They're like super vulnerable because.
And even when I'm walking around, I could tell people's energy. I could just read people sometimes. Like I don't because I think we talk about getting judged a lot, and I get judged. I felt I used to get judged all the time, but now I'm at the point now I don't give a fuck about my size. I don't care about my voice. I don't care anything. I'm going to be me, and that's that. Mm-hmm. Either like me or you don't. I don't even care because everybody trips out on this damn voice too, and I can't. It's weird to me. I said something to someone the other day at the store I knew, and some person jumped back. I said, I'm just talking. Relax. Just calm down.
You're like, it's just my font. Okay, this is my font.
Why are you being so loud? But it's so funny how he got off on that tangent and your superpower is reading people.
Reading people. Okay. What did you read about me?
That you have a good heart. You have a good heart and you're a genuine person. And there's no fake. You don't fake it. You're not fake.
Miss Cleo, hey, we can start making some money on the internet, broski.
See, we're talking about making stupid money. That's our ticket. Is you read people.
Wow, they practiced that.
We had an hour and 20 minutes. On
I think I was just being.
No,
that's what I feel.
That's a good one. Everyone has their own. All right,
now watch Lance blast this thing out the fence right now.
I was gonna ask Mark what his was.
Oh, see, why do you always want to go last?
I wasn't gonna go last. Mark was gonna. She's gonna go last.
Yeah, I could go last.
Damn, Joe.
Damn.
I'm all fired up over here. I'm bunning shit, and you guys are fucking with my energy.
Okay, Mark.
I can count cards.
Count cards, nice.
Wait, really? That's like your magic power?
Yeah. You ever been to the casino with me?
Man,
Joe?
you haven't been to a casino.
for real,
When's the last
Mark?
time you've been to a
Why are we
casino
going?
and counted cards?
They used to call me Rain Man. I did take an online course when I was
to count cards.
A gambling addict, yeah, on the internet. This was early. This is like when I was 20, actually probably like 19. I was still in Michigan. Yeah. No, I would say my superpower is most recently is to strategically pull the best out of people.
You know what? Yeah,
it's a good one.
That is a good one.
So strategically pull the best out of people. So motivator, inspiration.
He does it to us all the time.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to give it a.
He's doing it right now.
Give it a good.
No, so listen, when I feel very fortunate that I found a formula that works for me, and that's why I'm so super happy and I'm happy about it, and like to preach it to the world, because what I do, what my formula is different for everybody, and I really it probably makes me happiest when I see other people find their formula and then for it to work. And it has very little to do with me and a lot to do with them. So I can give the code that worked for me, and maybe it doesn't work for everybody, but the ones that actually took it and applied it and then really pushed it, it's been cool to see it work for them. And I think that's what makes me feel most proud about it.
So true.
Fantastic.
And it does definitely work for so a lot of people in life, they find something that works for them and it works for them. But what Mark's found works for a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a talent for sure.
Second to counting cards, but
Go ahead, Mr. Wilson. Let's see what you
I think my talent is I throw a good hook ball on my strike ball when I bowl. Good hook ball. You guys seen it before, right?
Yeah.
You know the little curve I throw?
no thumb?
No thumb? Just straight, just
That's what they used to call you,
stinker, stinks. What do we call it? The shocker.
Shocker, all shot.
I throw a good hook ball. No?
Put it up.
That didn't land?
Just put it. That. Come on.
I thought I was trying to be funny like
Mark
was.
It was very funny.
Mark
Okay, so what's your real one? That was a good one. I like it.
All right. I think resilience. Definitely.
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, you are pretty. That's you. That shit. Yeah.
I just expect the bad shit to happen and then I get through it.
Joe, I think Joe just called you pretty.
No, I did not fucking say
Yeah, you did. Lance, roll that back.
Let's see that in an instant replay.
Say that. Yeah, you are pretty. You are pretty.
I
did not say
Lance is
pretty.
pretty. I'm pretty sure you said.
I'm pretty. I said
Lance,
it pretty
you're
sure.
You're
I said it
pretty.
good at you. Sorry.
You're gorgeous.
I shouldn't say that. I don't expect, but when it does, I'm not spooked. You know.
Yeah,
Spooked.
you're not withered
You
by
don't look
it.
like a person be spooked.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever the case may be. And we've all been in some bad ones. So, but yeah, I think that's a good superpower that I would say of mine. What about
I
you?
like that.
Yeah, I like that. I would say mine would be I'm emo. And that's like a weird thing to say. It's like a
So
blessing
what's
and a curse.
emo?
Like emotional. Like
Got
I'm
you.
very emotionally inclined, or like
Empathetic
that or
or
delusional. One of the
empathy?
two. But like yeah, very emotional.
Delusional? You think that's a
to the
superpower,
point-
being delusional?
So, yeah. So here's the deal. So for me, it is like I can be like so delusional. It kind of it's like what do they say? Like ignorance is bliss in a sense. Like I am such an emotional person that when I feel like sad, like I feel sad, and it's like I see the beauty in it though, which is kind of like weird and very kind of morbid, but there's something so beautiful about being in dark, tough places or being pushed to your limit. And then when I'm happy, like I'm happy. Like it's life is great. I feel like a kid. So either like I'm so delusional in my emotions, or like I just feel the emotions because that's my superpower. I don't know. But I feel what I feel, and I know what season it's in.
Does that transfer into other people as well? Like, do you feel like so if all of us were mad right now and pissed off, you could feel it?
Oh, there's people that are like empathic.
Yeah, that's what,
I'm somewhat of an empath, and I think that's a lot of me though too. Is like I also have always been a people pleaser. I don't know if it's like growing up.
Really, you're a yes person then.
I'm
Really?
try not to be, but
You
I know
shouldn't.
I don't. I was. I won't even say groomed or raised that way, but I think it's just like this characteristic about myself as like a kid, where I think I was like always so insecure. So, people pleasing, if you're happy, I'm happy, and it's like if I felt safe or my environment's in a good environment, then I can like feel comfortable. But growing up, have learned that being in the darker places or being in uncomfortable places surrounded by people that aren't always going to be happy, it's not my job to make sure that they feel better so that I could feel better. I had to like learn to rewire that. But I used to be a people pleaser, but I mean I still kind of am, but I'm just learning to have more boundaries.
Learning.
That's
and
good.
Good. Seeing the bright side.
That makes
of the
me
dark
happy
side.
to hear.
Yes. But I love your superpower, guys.
That's
great.
what she said. What a good one this week.
That was a good one. All right, so let me ask y'all something right now. So when you look into the mirror, I'm talking about yourself. What do you see when you look into the mirror?
Ooh, dang. Put it up. Put it up.
Yeah, I'll take that left field right. What do you see when you look into the mirror?
A fine ass beach.
Oh, really? Seriously?
No. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like this is a very deep question.
It is.
What do I see? Myself. I don't know. That's a really good kind of deep. I feel like there's more to this, but I don't know. I just see myself and all that I've been through. I see I think of little Emily, and I'm like, oh hi, we've gotten this far. I don't know. It's just my wrinkles.
You don't have no wrinkles.
Oh, I do.
You're,
like this one right here.
taking mine because that's what I was about to say. How old I'm getting.
There we go.
That
back
was
to that old
yours?
shit.
How old you're getting?
How old I'm getting. I'm like, damn, dude. And then I always wonder this too. I always am like, because when you look at yourself, you're like, you remember like when you were young and like, how you looked and da-da-da-da-da and how you look now. And then you see people that are around your same age and you're like, damn, they look old. Mm-hmm. Do I look old like that? Do other people perceive me as looking that old? Mm-hmm. Like, that's what I'll be thinking about sometimes. Like, damn. I know you're getting more philosophical and deep with it, but I just be thinking about that like, damn, am I getting old now?
Do I look like my age group, or
do I look like am I starting, because you're never gonna admit that, you see yourself as still,
I think it's once you start seeing that you look older than the athletes that are out there, that's when when you start being the age of the coach. I think that's when I start feeling like, okay, wait, damn, the coach of the Rams the same age? Right. Crazy.
Well, you'll see older men, like 45, year old men that, look good and stuff, but you're like, damn, that motherfucker still looks pretty old, like.
They still look hot, but they look old.
But yeah, and then you're like, damn, do I look.
Like
not
prune,
hot, but.
like wine. Just fine wine.
What do you got, Mark?
Why you gotta go with me next? You go. You got something good.
You don't know if I do or not.
I feel like he does.
it's hard to see because like Jai doesn't clean the mirror, so it's all
Don't blame Jai.
So we gotta get some.
I don't accept that answer.
You just put her on blast, bro. I love it.
Yeah. I want to hear what you have to say, Joe. I think you got a good one on this.
So I don't spend a lot of time in the mirror. Okay, I wake up and I get ready to shave my face and do everything. And when I look, there's so much that goes on in my head, and I look at pride. I still have the pride. I still have my determination. And I just look at myself and say, you have to keep going. Every day, I look in that mirror and I just see how I look and I don't think about anything of past. I think about going forward. And, there's been times where I look at that mirror after I've been, when I go out, we rehearse a scene all night and my eyes are bloodshot red. I'm tired, but I know what I have to go do. I mean, and like I said, I thought about this, and there was a show that was on a long time ago. It was called Luck. It was a horse race movie. And everybody knows who Dennis Farina was. And he's a hitman in that show, and he kills someone. And when he looks in the mirror, you could just see he's cleaning up his face after, and he's just looking at that mirror like, I've been doing this my whole life. I'm tired.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just think that I think a lot of people spend a lot of time looking at themselves in the mirror. I really do. I don't think anybody in this room does, but I just, that's when I look in that mirror every morning when I shave my face. I just look. I got to make sure everything's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's a deep thing that people don't think about,
It's funny you kind of bring that up because like on my phone scrolling through stuff per usual, like something like that kind of came up, and it was like, who are you besides what you like see? Like, so I forgot what they called it, like the mirror theory or something like that. But like think back to like way, way, way back then. And when they didn't have mirrors. And so like the only way that they would see the reflection is like through water. And you'd like Mark saying Jai's mirror looks like it's, you just see like whatever you see.
Right.
But then from there, then they got the mirrors. And then after mirrors were invented, now we have social media and filters. And it's just like we become these, like we identify as what our vanity is. You know what I'm saying? Like what we want to look like. And that defines who we are as a person. But I really feel, if we just in our head was like, all right, I don't look this way or I don't look worse or better. Like I don't even know what I look like, but I know my personality is like freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's kind of
What's
crazy
really
to bring that
funny is being a person that's owned 2 dogs. When they saw the reflection in the windows of mirrors, they would bark at it.
Oh, really?
It's the funniest shit in the world, dude. Like you see dogs when they see the reflection.
Yeah. No, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to, pop something up for Lance.
Yeah.
Yeah, what John Mayer said, I think we talked about this on the show before too, with John Mayer's quote, if you're pretty, you're pretty, but the only way to be beautiful is to be loving. Otherwise, it's just congratulations about your face.
Yeah, that's a perfect analogy.
Mayer.
I love that. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So
Well
true,
said.
too.
It's like, because even then, like you have a pretty face, but you're going to age and prune and wrinkle, and beauty fades. So it's like and that's another thing actually too. Sorry, my ADHD's thriving today. But I was with my mom shopping, and there's this like old lady, and sometimes I feel like I'm very vain, but there's this old lady in a car, and she was pulling out, and I was pulling, and she just had this scowl on her face, and she had like this, she looked like a basset hound, like she had like saggy jowls. God, that's like the hugest like vanity, like fear of mine. I'm like, I don't want jowls, like I don't want a turkey like face. But I'm like, yeah, like she just looks like she's a bitter person. Now I'm just judging a book by its cover. But then I think too, like I think you start to look or age how you are like emotionally, spiritually as a person. You start to age. So if you're always like a bitter, like kind of person, you're gonna like age and just look uptight and wrinkled. And then I think about my grandmother, and she's a doll. She's a babe. She's like Winnie the Pooh, and she just is like, she's about to be 80, and she's like gorgeous.
Right. Well,
that's the sweetest person. So
that's how the CIA works. They read like crow's feet. They could tell by in the lines in your forehead. Like they're like, oh, that's an angry person. You can tell by somebody the way their face looks when it's rested. Wow. Yeah, pretty crazy.
What if you had Botox?
Well, you're looking.
They're like, that person's scary. Good question though.
Perfect segue. So I seen this thing online. I wanted to ask you guys about it. So this couple had a wedding, right? Mm-hmm. And at the wedding reception, they had all vegan food.
I saw this. Go ahead. This is great. I almost want to bring this up today. Seriously, I'm so excited that we're on the same wavelength. This shit is so fucking fun.
Right.
Go ahead.
It
was a lot of money, right?
Yeah, it was a huge. $50,000 on this.
I think it was something like that.
Something like that, like on this meal. It's all vegan, right? And they had they were hosting a bunch of people. And one of the groomsmen, after they seen the food and stuff, food came out, everybody's like looking at it, eating a little bit. The groomsman comes in with 20 pizzas.
I think it was the mom. The mom.
I think it was one of the groomsmen.
It was the mom or the groomsman.
It was one of the groomsmen.
They brought like a bunch of pizzas.
Like 20, 25 pizzas and said, this is real food.
Yeah.
And everybody started eating it. But the wife she was so pissed.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Well, I mean, you got to read your audience for a wedding, right? I mean, seriously. I mean, I wouldn't, dude. I haven't been to a wedding in a long time, but they usually tell you what you can. They have 3 options.
Yeah, options.
Yeah, fish, chicken, or steak,
Yeah.
and then pick one and go. But if you do a whole vegan menu because you love that lifestyle, that isn't there for your guests. So now you're making it too much about you.
I think if you're going to someone's wedding and you know that they're vegan, just know that they're going to be vegan. They're probably going to do some weird.
But I don't.
Stuff,
but dude, that because they spent a lot of money. That's funny you brought that up.
I would be pissed, honestly, if that was me. Like, and I did all that, but I'd be kind of in a sense pissed at myself because how am I going to sit here and expect people to get?
Well, I would have
because they don't eat like a rabbit like I do. Like I
Facts.
eat like a rabbit. I can't expect you to eat like a rabbit.
Exactly. Like I would have had options.
I would have brought hot Cheetos.
No, but you have options. You gotta have options. You gotta have options, especially if you got a guest. If you got guests coming, everybody's not gonna eat that.
Unless they really don't want like cows.
So if you get married, well, I put that out in the universe for you. Would you have her plan it? Would you plan it with her? Your dinner.
I would plan it with her for sure. But the rest of that shit, yeah, she can plan.
What about you?
I feel like the weddings, I think the weddings, the woman's like.
What would
It's
you do,
our
Mark? Would you have your
Yeah.
mastermind bowl for everyone?
Hell yeah, that's all they get.
Can I go?
That's actually not
Wait, is
bad
that
though.
the banana meat?
Yeah, it's just bomb.
Hey, you guys know how do you know how you know
That's funny, Lance.
if a vegan read the book before the movie?
How?
Don't worry, they'll fucking tell you.
I bet you that's funny. That's so funny.
That's a slow burner.
Slow burner. I bet you she was
Submit on
like,
that one.
she was like, this vegan, I'm getting it from a 5-star chef. Nobody will be able to tell the difference. And then, but apparently everybody was eating the pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, I would too. Like, I would too. I would, as a guest, try and be like respectful. I would be pissed because of from the way that it was approached. Like, here's real food. I'd be like, well, you too. Like, then you shouldn't have come. Like, I eat like a rabbit. But at the same time, most people are like, hey, there's option A, B, or C.
Yeah, and I would have read. I would have read your
pasta,
audience a little bit better. You know what I'm
know
saying?
your audience. Can't expect them to, like I said, eat like a rabbit like you do. It's great that you do, but I mean, you choose to spend all that money. Don't be upset if other people eat some other stuff.
Other stuff. Facts.
But don't be rude at someone's wedding.
Hey, let's go to the corner.
Let's go to the corner.
Oh, damn. I'm in trouble.
No, I wouldn't say that. And I'm gonna do
What's he going to do in the corner, guys?
Oh, no.
So I recently had a discussion with someone. They approached me, and they were talking about how they feel that they're a black sheep where they work at and how people don't accept them, and they're always talking bad about them and this and that. And I said to him, I go, dude, who gives a shit? You work with them. You shouldn't come to a workplace to find friends. I mean, a perfect example is this. I worked at an establishment for 15 fucking years, and I only talked to about 3 people, and 2 of them are in this room right now.
Right.
Okay, and they all thought they were going to be your friends, and we're going to have friendships and grow, and now they're gone. And that's what I expressed to him. Look, dude, in 5 years when you leave wherever you're at, no one's going to. They're not friendships. They're not your friends. You need to take care of yourself. It's about you in the end.
Right.
You want to be accepted by everybody, but I don't know why, because no one gives a shit. And I wanted to put that out because, like, again, like, people come to talk to me, and I was just surprised. And he looked at me, and he goes, you're right. I go, yeah, just listen what I have to say, because at the end of the day, bro, you're going to have yourself, and your inner circle and everything shouldn't be in your workforce.
Right.
You could have relationships with people, that's fine, but just realize, like a drop of a dime, gone.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well said.
It's just like, working at that establishment I did for so many years. Think of how many people came through there and where they are now. I mean, like I said, I think, well, now I think about it, it's maybe 4 people. That's about it. For my example,
Workplaces, acquaintances.
They rarely do you have a
friends.
friends. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, that's how do you feel about that, Zilla?
I got all kinds of friends from
Yeah,
From his work spot, yeah.
But see, I don't. That's
you?
who I am.
Oh no, I make friends with rocks. I make friends with everybody.
But are
I
they
do.
really friends?
But that,
No, some of them I do. I don't know. I think I don't know if it's. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I value, like I said, I think before in another pod, like what season you serve in my life, and if you're as close still as we continue to move forward in life, great. But if we check in like every 3 months, great. I just generally I hold on to those memories so much that I still try and keep in touch with everybody. But yeah, no, I still have friendships. God, from my first job, I used to work at Walgreens, and there's still people I kick it with, like for my birthday, and they're like, oh my God. And, seeing their kids grow up and them graduating high school, it's like, it's a beautiful thing to see people thrive and like survive. So I keep friends, but we're all different.
yeah, that's a whole different than
Yeah, but I get it though too. Like I get exactly what you're saying. Like don't worry about
just worry about being liked. Who gives a shit about that?
In a sense, like I get, like I've been in a work environment before too, where I would pull in the driveway and I'd sit in the car for like 5-10 minutes because I hated it. The doctor I worked for, I hated him. He hated me. The girls there were just nasty and manipulative. And you're like, oh, I just don't want to go to work, but I need the money. So like I get that aspect, to work like that. But if you're unhappy, then move on.
Yeah.
It's just like if you really feel like a black sheep that you hate showing up to work or that you feel like unwanted or whatever, that's an important factor for you to work, then move somewhere else where you don't feel as. But otherwise, if you can't handle it, then
just get your money, young king.
Don't let anyone punk you out of your paycheck.
That's a good one.
That's a bar right there.
That is a bar.
I used to say that to my ex-husband because he always just cried, oh, they're picking on me. I was like, man, why are you letting someone punk you out of your paycheck?
With his weak ass handshake.
As we air my dirty laundry on the podcast.
I wish I would ever say someone's picking on me at work. What?
No, I know. It's the weirdest thing. I know there's people at my jobs, they don't like me. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I don't care. I don't have to go home to you. I don't have to see you afterwards.
It's crazy.
The only thing I could do as a good person I am is pray for you. And
Well, I think at the end of the day, we just need to try to be a better person every day.
better than we were the day before.
And the thing is, I am so comfortable now putting my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I don't have to look at it for hours. I have another room, and if someone calls, they call. If not, I don't even care anymore. Mm-hmm. I answer for who I answer, and that's it. And if it's important, I'll call you back. It's just like I'm kind of just done with all that shit. It's just about me right now, where I'm on my journey. I don't really give a shit about anything else, and I don't want to sound like a dick, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
I've been through the whole journey, dude. I've been through the whole thing, and you're either what I always like to say, ride or die. That's where I'm at.
So, did you guys see that the whole Gene Hackman thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say left fielded, but
this scenario was left field.
This is getting crazy.
Yeah, the scenario was left field.
Yeah, it's getting crazy now because they're doing investigations now. It's still going on.
What the hell?
Yeah, no one knows what's going on. First, it was the carbon monoxide,
maybe,
they ruled that out.
Yeah.
Now they're talking about the pills, and now supposedly the dog wasn't involved. One of the dogs wasn't involved in where I read today. And he was supposed to be in good health.
Yeah, I know. And what happened?
How good of health are you when you're 95?
95,
right?
Yeah. Everybody dies at the same time, including the dog.
Yeah.
Well, see, supposedly the dog now wasn't involved.
There was another dog.
Two dogs. Right?
They had 3 dogs.
3 dogs.
And two
were outside, and one
died.
Okay,
right?
Yeah.
Now, I had this guy who's a regular at work. He had a theory on this, and I thought it was very interesting. I'm glad you brought this up.
Yeah.
He said she found him dead because he just fell dead. Okay. She decided to kill herself.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and that's why the pills are scattered. Then the dog got one of the pills, and that's why he died.
Oh, man.
That's just some loose, guy talking.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, she's like, no.
But see, you know what I found? You know what I found interesting about the whole thing? How he doesn't have any security cameras. Right?
Yeah. Well, he's been out. He's been out of the spotlight since 2010. Huh?
Yeah, but still, dude, if you have that kind of a place, I'm sure it was in Santa Fe, New Mexico, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure it's a nice spot. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely, a ranch.
But you know what I'm saying? You figure that he would have cameras on so they could see the cameras.
Maybe something like that. Maybe he was just he didn't have. I don't think he had Instagram.
A
lot of people
foul play.
Yeah, it's weird to me.
Yeah.
Santa Fe. I've been to Santa Fe before. It's it's a lot of land, a lot of rich people there though.
Yeah, it's really but
a lot of it's ghost town. It kind of feels ghost towny.
John Jones lives there. Yeah, he lives in Santa Fe. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I don't know.
Because I want the man to rest in peace. I mean, he was an iconic actor in my opinion. He did so many good roles. I mean, I'm not going to go on his right because he was amazing. He was always good, dude. You know, and for him to be at that level and then have something like this happen, what are you laughing about?
Thinking like of one of his things. My sister just was like, I forgot he was in Young Frankenstein. And I was like, yeah, he was a blind guy. Remember the blind guy?
Yeah.
And then he's like pouring the soup. He's like, "Woo."
I mean, Enemy of State, he was amazing.
Oh man,
That's another good one.
Just I think the best thing is I would just love for him to rest in peace and everybody just.
Yeah, but it's something. I mean, it's weird. It's really because they were there for supposedly weeks. I mean, what do you think, Mark?
I don't know. So wait, do they know how long? So one of the dogs was dead, but not.
Well,
the
now
other
they
ones?
said he wasn't dead. I don't know. I read something else.
They said it was him, and they were dead for like
a week.
I think it was like 24 hours.
No, it was longer than that, bro.
They're putting out so many different
scenarios.
Well, that's what the internet does.
Instead of talking about those planes hitting each other and everybody talking about the real stuff in the world.
Well, that's the other thing about we talk about the planes. Do you guys know that there was actually more incidents with planes last year up until this time and compared to this year?
To this year?
That they're showing it more this year because they're really designing the fear to make you think that things are wrong. But it's literally the same amount. More. Actually, more happened last year.
But a lot of times it's those single engine planes that have a problem that crash. It's not like big, 747s.
It's so sad how much influence everybody has.
Yeah, you're right. It bugs the shit out of
bro.
me.
They can, just like Mark just summed it up for us right there. Damn.
Yep, they'll trick you with that.
They're showing you this, and we're keeping this away.
I mean, I was scrolling the other day for a minute, and I saw like 3 things talked about at the same time, and 3 different platforms. I'm like, dude, I'm done watching this repetitive bullshit.
Yeah, and a lot of the platforms have been told to say the same thing over and over and over and over
Right.
again, so that you think that's all you focus on.
Mass hysteria.
Propaganda.
Yeah. They control it too.
If you had to guess, more shark attacks, people die more shark attacks or plane crashes, what would you guess?
Shark attacks.
Shark attacks.
Agreed.
Concurred.
Is that true?
I don't know. I just want people to fear something else now. I'm just trying to be delusional, y'all.
Propaganda 101 right there, guys. Everybody said yeah.
Yeah, no, interesting. It's scary though, because my sister's a flight attendant. Yeah, now he's like, let's ask.
Do people die more from plane accidents or shark attacks every year?
We really went off the script today. I love it.
It was, yeah.
It really did.
Search the web. Well, come on now.
Don't get
Only thing that would have
stage
been
fright.
dope is if I would have been able to remember that freestyle.
Bro,
That would have been dope. That would have been dope.
I was a little surprised you didn't know it, but I thought it was great he did it.
Come on, man.
All right, so the main takeaway is that
let me
in the
know.
period between 2018 and 2022, the worldwide death risk per boarding was risk per boarding. Okay, there's a much higher chance of being killed in a shark attack or give birth to quadruplets.
Oh, wow.
So what is that? Just
Quadruplets.
I was like quadruplets. I was literally thinking
Quadruplets.
Thanks, Stu.
Quadruplets. I'm going to call them that from now on. Oh, you're a quadruplet.
But at the end of the day, you are more likely to give birth to quadruplets or killed by a shark than to die in a plane crash.
Oh, okay. So, okay, cool.
Quadruplets. That was awesome. Now I'm sweating like Lance when he couldn't even quadruplets. I was literally saying quadruple. I was like, I don't know where I was going.
Pelagics, and then you're like, no, plats.
I'm like,
It's kind of like English accent though. Quadruplets.
Quadruplets. That's
Quadruplets.
Hello, quadruplets.
Hey, by the way, Jim East, who we referenced
Cheetozard.
before, a good friend of me and Stu's from Fresno. You met him.
Is he friends with Jerry West?
We met him at with Davidas at Universal, right? So
Oh yeah, I remember his son.
What's his name?
James East.
James East.
He's a great man.
Not West.
Not Jerry West.
No,
but it's, okay.
Jim East.
Did you hear his?
So we called him Jim. We call him Jimmy. So he sent me a pic yesterday. I'm going to show you. He said he found your doppelganger.
Mine?
Yes.
Oh.
He's his son's football coach, and he's got a side picture to show me. I was dying.
I gotta see it.
I was
Where is it?
dying.
I
It's
gotta
right
see
here.
it.
Text it to me.
That way they can put it on the screen.
That's funny.
You might be one of 4 quadruplets.
I think it's close, but I don't think it. I mean, it kind of resembles you, but not
just
really.
the fact that he was like,
you could even just show it on your phone, Joe, and then show it to your camera.
See it?
Like, show it up. Put it right here. Just show it like this, Joe. No, just show it to this camera.
Yeah, so we can all see it
Zooming in.
on the camera.
Wait, a little bit. Oh, the other way.
There's way.
More.
More.
Okay, we
There
can
you go.
see it.
From the side view, because this is the side view.
Yeah, we got a front view.
I can see the side view a
Hold
little
on,
bit.
let me see that. You keep moving it. I can kind of see the side.
It was funny that because he texted, I found his doppelganger.
That's funny.
Well, that means he watched the show. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's what I was just about
that's
to
awesome.
say. That's
Yeah.
the funniest part about
Yeah.
it. is
Thanks
Lisa-
for watching. I want to know what mine is.
Wait, Joe, did you remember that because I mispronounced it just like you mispronounced doppelganger the first time? Is that why you thought of that? That's awesome.
I did.
Yeah, that
We
would be
always
funny.
Everybody flubs.
You know what we should do next episode? We should all come in with the closest person to our doppelgangers we can find on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And then we'll
shirtless.
send them to Mark. And
Or you
then-
want to know what we should do is get our own, like who we think we the most like, and then we should all do one for each other.
Okay.
Well, no,
Anyway.
yeah, okay, first and foremost, okay, if we're going to do this, okay, there's one person that's out for me. I don't even see it on the screen. We all know what it is. You guys at home should know who it is. I do not look like him, bro. I do not look like him at all.
The funniest comment we've ever got is that Joe looks like Joey Diaz and Joe Rogan had a baby.
I forgot about that.
That
one.
was pretty funny.
That is hilarious.
That's a good one.
dude.
Hey, dog.
That
Hey,
is-
dog. Hey, Joe Rogan. Hey, dog. Because his voice is so deep.
Oh, shit, bro. That's
That's a good
funny.
one.
Should we crack the code?
It's time to crack that code with the mastermind, Marcus Aurelius, Mark Rodriguez, Mr. Emrod himself, and I don't know what else to say.
I'm scared.
I have a deep one for you today, man.
Yikes.
So it's not so,
Your eyes are really big.
it's like a personal choice, right?
Okay.
You shouldn't be scared.
I thought this would be good. If you had a choice, this is crazy, okay?
If I had a choice.
If you had a choice to save your kids, hypothetically, or your wife, who would you choose?
Am I dying too, though?
Because he's like, I'm not going to get in trouble for
Let's
this.
see. All right. No, you're living.
What's the situation?
You have to
You have more?
choose if it's if something's going on, you got to choose between your kids.
You know what? I know exactly what I would do.
And your wife. You got to pick one or the other.
I would save my kids because that's what she would want me to do.
Nice.
That's very well said, Marcus. You never seem to fail anything of this.
I just said quadruplets. What are you talking-
It's okay. But,
You're going to save all your quadruplets?
So I asked him this question, and I'll give him a little more so he can. So basically, I was listening to this people, and they were talking about, I'm saving my wife because I have the bond with her, and we can have more kids. And I'm like, to me, I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And but people feel like that. They're like,
but at the same time, I mean, when you have kids, it's about the kids always.
It is.
That's
That's
the way it should be. So
and that's what Mark said. He's
Yeah.
like, I'd save the kids, but I was just like, like that's what real love is. When you find your soulmate, you can have more kids. Like I was just like, that's pretty tough. That's why I was like, I thought of that for Mark. What were
That's
you
a
gonna
good
say?
one. Yeah, what do you guys
Very
think?
nice.
What are you gonna
Marcus.
say?
No, I that's beautiful to have
Husband
that
or
kind of deep
kids?
love. Husband or kids.
Husband or
I don't
kids?
have a husband, so right now
But
it's chill for
hypothetically,
me.
obviously.
Honestly, it'd be kids. I think that's the thing is that if you're not like yoked in that, like where it's like you have the same morals, where it's like, okay, I in the future, if I ever meet somebody, it's like I want to be your best friend, and I want that deep, dark love, where it's like I'll die for you, but like just like that deep, dark love. You're my best friend, and I don't want
Right.
to see like you hurt, and when you struggle, I struggle. But yeah, my kids come first. And when I meet a partner and we have a family, like our morals need to be yoked in the same kind of morals where it's like the kids come first. You know, if it, like Mark was saying, you know, if it was the other way around, I would want him to sacrifice himself or like know that like he would do it for the kids. You know, I would do it for the kids. You know, I wouldn't be hurt or offended if someone chose the kids over me and be like, all right, I love you more. And in death, I'll haunt you and make sure you don't date anybody, but I got you and you're solid.
Well, Steph Curry and Ayesha Curry just recently had this interview. They were talking about that the fact that they take care of themselves first and their relationship first before their kids.
That's weird to me.
And they, but not like they're neglecting their kids.
No, of course not.
But that's how they're able to keep their relationship going so well, you know, is because they make a point to put themselves first, you know. And it's like, I know I went to the drastic side of kids or wife or husband or, you know, kids. But I mean, it's just like, damn, dude, I don't know. How far are you willing to go, right?
I don't know. I think that's a good one. That's a good question. I think, yeah, it's like I said, being yoked. And I think another thing is just, it's a beautiful thing when you do spend time with your partner at the end of the day, you know, and like, all right, kids, you know, bye. Like, you know, because at the end of the day, when they grow up and they leave, like, it's just going to be you and your partner. So I think that's a lot of things that like people or couples do is they, you know, create a family and then they hyper focus on like the kids that they kind of lose touch with themselves.
Yeah.
So it's important to date each other. So yeah. Good question.
These damn podcasts go so fast, it's unbelievable. Half the shit I don't know what I talk about until I watch when I go through the edit. I swear to God, sometimes that we just go so fast, and that's what's so organic about this. And I hope you all believe this. This is really, that's why we call it off the script. We don't know what we're gonna do.
Never.
Except for read off the teleprompter.
Stop it, Stuart.
There's a teleprompter right there. TikTok, you see it?
No, they're lying because I can't really see. So
he's got cataracts.
Yeah.
Cadillac in
And
his
we're
eye.
not laughing. We hope that you feel better, big dog.
yeah, one of these days.
All right. Let's see. I'll take us out of here. Where can they find you at, big dog?
Find me anywhere.
How'd you know he was talking to you?
Oh, who else is gonna talk? Who else is the big dog?
I thought
in
Zilla
there?
was big dog.
Big dog Zilla.
He's worried about his flip flops and shit, dog, in the rain. You can find me at The Real Joe Rosati, and I do appreciate y'all, you know, being there for me. And y'all know who you are. I'm not talking about on socials, I'm talking about in real life. So we'll see you next week. Take care of yourself out there.
Stu Killer, where can they find you at?
Stuzilla Production.
Mark the King.
Yo, Mark
Where can I find
Rodriguez
you at?
TV and us at Mastermind Media everywhere.
Queen Normally.
Hi, it's me.
Emo M.
Quadruplets. Emo M. You can find me at norm.ily. Me.
And I am _IllSon. And we will see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard.